Stay tuned for Ride Smart right here on RFD TV.
Previously on Ride Smart.
Hi, I'm Craig Cameron, and on this edition of Ride Smart, got a special treat for you. Ty Murray, 9-time world champion cowboy, 7-time all-around. Hey, he and I are going to take 2 colts, never been handled, never been worked. We're going to take them all the way through. You're going to get to watch 5 days in a row, and then the last day, we're going to take them through the challenge trails here on the Double Horn Ranch. And that's all coming up next on Ride Smart. I've been using Prefer products for over 2 decades now, and equipment that I bought over 20 years ago, hey, it's just as good as the day I bought it.
Prefer provides a variety of ranch equipment, including panels, roping chutes, stocks, feeders, walkers, and more.
Hey, Prefer, they've got the equipment for the job.
Preferred Ranch Equipment, built by ranchers for ranchers. On the web at prefer.com. And now back to Ride Smart with Craig Cameron.
I'd want to introduce this pad here. A lot of times I get a little pad like this. I like to introduce it the same way as that flag. When I start in here, I like to let him smell it and see what it is. But when I start in here with it, if he shies from it a little bit, I kind of got to stay entered with it until he softens. But already, already this feels to me like my flag work's kind of paying dividends a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. Now you just got a little pad that you and Butch just put
we just sewed a couple latigos on it and put a buckled a cinch to it. And it's just kind of a real light, easy way to let a horse get used to what it's going to be like when I go to put a saddle up on him. And he's going to get to see what that cinch feels like. And it's a lot easier to put on him, take off of him. But right here, I think already shows the dividends that my flag work's paying. When I get that saddle, it's going to be more like this. And I don't want him moving away, and then the saddle gets halfway up there, and then it falls off underneath him and scares him or gives him a reason to.
You know, I think, to me, doing it this way, in other words, getting you where he's standing still, I mean, you're creating that habit, because I'd say one of the most common things people say to me is, my horse moves around when I saddle him or go to get on him. And if you let him do that and you don't follow up, like just right here, getting the horse to stay put, well, then you're actually teaching the horse to move around.
Yeah, and I mean, I try to keep my lead rope like this. I'd like to be able to come out here and saddle him with no halter or anything on him. And the reason I'll be able to do that is because I ain't ever using this halter to make him stay here anyway. I like to be safe right here. And I ain't going to hold on to him, but I'm going to get a hold of him to where if he does spook, I'm not hung out to dry. I like this because it can stay on with minimal. And I'll help him if he gets in a bind right here.
What do you mean by that?
Well, what I mean by that is if he was to spook and go to bucking, I'd go right back to moving his hind end and doing something that he's familiar with that we've been doing. If I move that hind end over, he's got to cross his legs and disengage his motor to run away or buck. And I can get his mind settled back down and he can see that this thing isn't going to eat him. Right here, I'd like to go back to just doing something we've done. I'd like to say, move his hind end over. And I'm not pulling on him here. See how that front end's coming to me and that hind end's going away from me. Say, move that out of the way. Move out. There you go. And see, his hind end sped up, but he didn't. His front end came to me. The important thing to watch here is the way I handle my stick. You know, first I'm going to give him direction with this lead rope. And then I'm going to pick my stick up. If I have to, I'll tap him. But if I pick my stick up and he gives, I give. If I am tapping him, the whole time I'm tapping him, I'm waiting on him to give so I can quit. And it seems like people say, I'm going to go over them barrels, and they pick that stick up and they're going real easy. And then as he starts to go, they think to themselves, I about got it. And that's when they go to hitting and pounding. Well, the horse said, well, why should I? You're going to hit and pound on me, I'll let you do that over here where I ain't got to mess with them barrels. He's wanting to come close to me. Back him up. I'm going to go back around here like I did a minute ago and just let him get on his better side here. And I'm going to let him get some confidence with this.
Yeah, help him out.
Because the whole thing's this binding deal that's on him. I'm going to try to remember to give him direction here. There we go. Good. I like how slow and relaxed he goes over that. Right here, I'd like to see if I can get him to move over sideways. That was a try. That was a good try. I'm going to ask for a little better try this time. How's it? We'll call that an effort for now. I'll help him here. Yep. Stop that forward. Help him here. There. Real nice.
Yeah,
try.
really good.
See how well the hinge is oiled now. Now all I want is my bubble to push him around here. Now I'll change my intentions and pet him. I'd like for my bubble to just move him around. See, I can help him. They're just with the slightest intention. But that's already a pretty correct turnaround.
Very nice, yeah. Really controlling that front end.
Hind end, I need this to go off. I need this to go off here. This part. This part. Not pulling him around. I'm not pulling his front end around, I'm moving his hind end around. And the reason he wants to bring that front end to me is because right from the very beginning, I'd soften. When he'd try to go off, I'd soften when he'd step that front end to me. So now that's what he wants to do right from the beginning. When I say, take this off, my lead rope's dangling. I say, move that off.
Well, you're getting the idea, isn't it?
All right.
This Ride Smart tack tip is brought to you by Cactus Saddlery.
Your tack tip for today, how to make your good saddle pads last longer. Hey, a trick of the pros is to use a lightweight Navajo blanket underneath your high quality pads. What happens is the Navajo blanket gets all the moisture, the salt, and the hair, and these little blankets are easy to clean and certainly a lot easier to replace than a high quality pad. That's a secret the pros use, and you can use it too, because you got to remember, the better you take care of your equipment, better it's going to take care of you. That's your tack tip for today, and don't forget to keep riding smart.
Cactus Saddlery, a dedicated supporter of Craig Cameron Horsemanship, is the maker of the Craig Cameron Signature Saddle, as well as an array of other quality saddles for competition, western pleasure, and everyday ranch work at cactussaddlery.com. And now back to Ride Smart with Craig Cameron.
All right, I'm just about ready to try saddling this horse, and so I'm just going to bring up my pad, and I never make a big deal out of the pad, and just like Ty was saying, I don't sneak anything on the horse. I just set it on the horse just like it was his 100th ride and offer it to him like that, and then if it spooked him, well, I'd deal with that then. But as many times as I could maybe put it on, take it off, and sometimes I'll emulate the saddle like that, take a hold of the horse and let it come up and just touch him like so. And I like putting that saddle pad really all over the horse. I think you ought to be able to put it there, off his butt like there, like we've done those ropes. And of course, if I'm gonna do it on one side, certainly want to do it on the other. So here, and I always like to desensitize right behind this elbow, because a lot of times that's where the toe of my boot is gonna touch a horse, and a lot of guys will forget about that. And I really like that pad to come down there and touch this horse here and make sure he's going to be all right just about all the way through. So you can see this horse, he's starting to relax a little bit. Again, that's no guarantee of what he's going to do when I bring up this saddle. So I'm going to bring up the saddle nice and easy like, and I like this old pony's starting to come with me a little bit. I'm going to handle this saddle just like so. When I got this saddle, I just like to hold it like my old school books, just like this, and I'm just going to set it up there nice and easy on my horse. So I want to make sure my pad is just right, make sure it fits my horse, and then watch, I'm just going to set it up there kind of nice and easy on that horse, just like so. And I'm going to get my pad where it fits this horse. And I keep being a stickler about my equipment because, I say there's not much riding on it, just your life, and so I want to get that stuff just as good as I can where it fits this horse. Look, this horse, he's getting a little bit troubled, and sometimes I get a horse that's a little nervous like this. I'm not opposed to walking him around like so and shaking this saddle, let him kind of feel of it. But remember, just like we talked about, a lot of times it's when that cinch goes around them that they're going to get a little nervous and a little bit unsure. So here I come, and this is that advantage point when it pays to have been working both sides of my horse. I'm going to make sure my cinch is going to fit, and if it doesn't fit, I'm going to take it up, and that doesn't look too bad. I might take it up one, and if I don't like it, I'm going to come back and change it again. Here, same deal here. I want it to just kind of fit the horse. And then when I ease around this direction, I'll bring this horse around where you can kind of see what I'm doing here. Whoa. And when I stop these horses, a lot of times I'll just pick up on that rein and help them to find that stopping spot, just like so. Watch, I'll just like any old horse, I'm gonna put that thing up there and pull my tie strap or my ladder to go down. And always, I like to put my head up forward when I go to grab that cinch so I don't put it back in those flanks. And maybe get another one of them shaving scars. And then I'm gonna feed it through here, but just like that surge single, I'm gonna pick it up, turn it loose. Pick it up, turn it loose, and just make sure this horse is getting ready. Now when I think he's ready, I'm gonna feed this thing through there as many times as I can. And once I go one more time, I'm kind of committed to this horse. And so if he got in trouble, I'd have to help him find a stopping spot and get everything as good as I can, because I always say that's when it's a cardinal sin to let this saddle get up underneath this horse. So Right now he's standing pretty good, don't you think?
Yeah, it looks good.
All that can change in a heartbeat, though.
Yeah, but he seems to really turn the corner on just kind of settling down, and you know, he's got all of his attention on you, and he's cooled out, and everything
he really
looks
has
perfect.
cooled out where he was sweaty before, and again, maybe that was a lot of nerves before. Whoa, again, whoa. Whoa. Like I said, that can change in a heartbeat. But you know what? You think about that, and that's why, like I said, it'd be a cardinal sin to get that saddle underneath that horse. So when you get it on there, once you get past that commitment spot, I mean, you really you kind of gotta have it just snug, but not tight. And I think the horse bucked from the back cinch, you know, because when I put that on him, man, and it's not tight or anything, but boy, he really, you know, he got airborne, and nobody had to teach him how to do that. So I'm going to ease in here and go right back to work. See, and so again, that back cinch is definitely not tight. So watch, I'm going to ease it up just a little bit, like so. And that wasn't very tight, but it was certainly tight enough to stay on board, and that's really important to me. Here, I just snug it on there, just like so. Now, now I'm going to do the same thing like I always do, and I'm gonna try. I don't want this horse on top of me, see? I'll get my flag, good. And I'm gonna help this horse to stay back off of me just a little bit, but I'm gonna do my best again, try to walk my horse forward. He's really wanting to come with me too. I mean, he's kind of looking for a buddy right now, so I'm gonna try to ease him forward here. Just ease him forward here. And let him do what he thinks he needs to do with that saddle. Ooh. There he comes. Boy, he's really kind of locked up and got a bow in his back, and that's where that old saying comes from. You know, he's got his back up about something. And this horse kind of got his back up, but let's walk him forward again. And this is a little sandpeppy bred horse, and they're notoriously tough. That's why they make good cow horses, and sometimes they can be really tough to start. I mean, I've started a lot of them, and they can be a little salty sometimes, but that salt's going to come through down the trail maybe when we put him on a cow or take him to a gathering or something like that. I'm just going to walk forward here and help my horse. Come on. Come on. Got to get to walking. Got to get to walking. Yeah, he's doing real good right now, walking along with me. I've seen him when they do that, which is a sign of relaxation, that spook him a little bit, but again, he's starting to settle back down now. Let's see what's going to happen. Ooh. Ooh. Good. Let's walk him again. Going to keep on walking right now. And in a minute, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to ask this horse to go forward here. To go forward. Here. I'm going to let him settle when he goes forward. And I'm asking him to go again. Go forward and settle. Yeah, okay. Go forward. I want him to go forward just a little bit and settle. There. When he gets rough when he does it, see, and again, that's not my favorite thing, but it does show that somewhere down the trail, maybe he's got some toughness in him, and that may be just what I'm looking for when I go to put him on that cow. But again, we want the toughness to be directed in the right way. So here we go again. Here. I want to send him this way. When he's doing that part good, he thinks about bucking. Checking him out now. This time I'm not trying to get him to move, just see if he could accept that flag.
I like how you're always desensitizing your horse, and you know, in the end, I think that it gives you a really gentle horse that's kind of used to everything and all that. And I think when we come back tomorrow, you're going to see that your strides ahead, because like that whole time while you're working, you're desensitizing. You got that rope in his legs and getting him used to all that stuff, and that stuff that's going to save you down the line. That's something that he's going to be used to. Right. Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, tomorrow we'll just keep advancing him, slow but sure. You know, put a few things on the ground for him to get used to. I think that's going to help him as well. You know, hey, looking forward to tomorrow. Hey, thought you did a super job with your horse. Great results, and heck, let's just keep it going tomorrow.
Volume 1 of Ride Smart with Craig Cameron is now available on DVD. This 2-DVD set features complete episodes of Craig's popular RFD TV series.
You know, I've got over 40 years experience working with horses, and I'm excited to share this knowledge with you.
You'll learn about the nature of the horse, selecting the right horse, choosing the best equipment, and working with your horse on the ground and in the saddle.
And no matter what your level of horsemanship, I'll help you to become the best you can be for your horse.
Ride Smart Volume 1 is available at CraigCameron.com.
You know, we're really proud of the Double Horn store here at the ranch, and we filled it with great equipment that we like to call the real deal. So for all your tack needs, call us at 1-800-274-0077 or look us up on the web at CraigCameron.com. Are you concerned about joint flexibility, tenderness, or arthritis in your older horses? Senior Flex by MedVet Pharmaceuticals is industry recognized as the ideal joint support product for the senior horse. If your horse is in its early teens or even late 20s, Senior Flex provides outstanding joint support for less than $1 a day. Call the good folks at United Vet Equine today or visit them online at UnitedVetEquine.com. United Vet Equine and MedVet Pharmaceuticals, the trusted brand.
Redmaster Harrow. Whether breaking new ground or putting the finishing touches on your arena, Redmaster Harrow and accessories are designed to create the perfect footing for your discipline. There's more at redmasterharrow.com.
Closed captioning sponsored by Over the Hill Outfitters. Horseback riding adventures on quality horses and mules in the majestic San Juan Mountains near Durango, Colorado. Find out more at overthehilloutfitters.com.
We'll see you next week on Ride Smart, right here on RFD TV.